is in this age where she does know social media exists, and she has exploited it to her advantage. And so when you take that into consideration, that means you're mindful of the imagery and the perception that you're assisting in creating about yourself.
Stephen A. Smith just went off on Angel Reese, criticizing her heavily for her recent actions. He said what she did might hurt her reputation and could even cause problems for the league.
She knows this social media. She is not dumb.
Angel Reese has stirred up controversy once again, and this time, the backlash is bigger than ever. She kicked off the new year with some over-the-top antics on Instagram, turning her page into a spectacle. It seems like she's willing to do just about anything to grab attention, spark drama, and get a few more likes and headlines. Her actions have left many people talking, and not in a good way.
Like that, and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that, that can be problematic for you.
As if her New Year's antics weren't already bad enough, Angel Reese managed to make things even worse in her first big game of the season. This is the same player who once proudly said people were tuning in just to watch her. Well, she definitely gave them something to see, a complete disaster. Her performance was terrible, her team suffered a tough loss, and to top it off, her recent New Year's controversy had already left her fans frustrated. Instead of bouncing back, Angel completely fell apart, and many believe she's the reason her team couldn't hold it together. It wasn't just a bad game, it was a meltdown of epic proportions. What a mess.
She deleted her Instagram, and that's the most important part about all of this, because clearly she's uncomfortable with some of the backlash that she's getting because she deleted her Instagram.
Angel Reese has found herself in the spotlight again, but not for the right reasons. Instead of starting 2025 with grace and focus, she's made headlines for a series of missteps that have left her reputation, and possibly her career, hanging by a thread. It all started with a controversial Instagram post to ring in the new year. Angel chose to wear a barely there outfit and pose provocatively, clearly aiming to grab attention. While some might call it bold, the move backfired in ways she didn't seem to anticipate. Critics flooded the internet, fans expressed disappointment, and even her most loyal supporters were left asking, what was she thinking? What could have been a celebration turned into a PR nightmare, and the internet didn't hold back, delivering harsh criticism. Things escalated when Stephan A. Smith weighed in. Known for his unfiltered opinions, he called out Angel's choices, labeling them as careless despite acknowledging her brilliance. Smith highlighted the contradiction of seeking attention with provocative posts, only to recoil when the attention wasn't what she expected. He pointed out the lesson Angel should have learned by now. When you put something out for the world to see, you have to be prepared for the backlash. If the New Year's drama wasn't enough, Angel's on-court performance in her first major game of the year only made things worse. This was supposed to be her chance to shift the narrative back to basketball, but instead, it turned into a disaster. Her team suffered a crushing loss, and her performance was far from what anyone expected from a player of her caliber. While other players, like Ryan Howard, dominated the game with standout performances, Angel struggled to make an impact. Fans who were already reeling from her social media controversy had to endure yet another letdown. Meanwhile, comparisons to Caitlin Clark continue to loom over Angel's career. While Angel finds herself embroiled in drama, Caitlin has been quietly building an impeccable legacy. Clark is breaking records, earning awards, and building a brand rooted in professionalism and achievement. She's inspiring future generations, giving empowering speeches, and proving that success doesn't require dipping into the drama pool. The contrast couldn't be more glaring, and it's a constant reminder of what Angel could achieve if she focused on her talent. Adding to the fallout, Angel deactivated her Instagram, losing millions of followers overnight. With endorsements from brands like Reebok, Beats by Dre, and Amazon potentially at risk, the decision to delete her account has raised eyebrows. Brands don't want to be associated with controversy, and Angel's recent choices have given them every reason to rethink their partnerships. Stephan A. Smith didn't mince words, calling this a blueprint for how to damage your career. Just 22 years old, Angel still has time to turn things around, but the clock is ticking. Her next moves will determine whether she's remembered as a basketball icon or a cautionary tale. If she wants to reclaim her reputation, She'll need to shift her focus back to the court, embrace humility, and rebuild trust with fans and sponsors. It's time for Angel Reese to decide what kind of legacy she wants to leave behind because right now, her career is at a crossroads.